Hello friends, in this tutorial we will learn about data protection. So first of all we know about where we can use data protection. As you know, Marg data is encrypted, but in some cases your data can be misused. For example, your operator can copy your Marg folder and paste in their system to view your financial reports. In spite that, your operator can take your company backup and restore it in some other Marg demo version to view your financial reports. In fact, your operator can also make changes in reports and after taking backup can again restore it in your company. In spite that, as you know, we have some users or parties of C&F where you can define power and boundation user-wise. But if somebody has good technical knowledge of Marg, so they can copy your files from Marg folder and paste it in some other Marg folder and can easily access your data. So in this way, to avoid these types of mishappening, Marg has developed a new option which is data protection. These are 6 points for data protection and about these points we will discuss later. And after this, there are two types of password for data protection. First one is master password and second is backup restore password. And it has two sub options also. First is primary password and second is secondary password. So let's see how can you implement this in the Marg software. So first of all, you will click on masters, then Marg setups and then paid features and then select here copy protection. As you select copy protection, then it will open copy protection window. The first option is copy protection with customer ID. It means by this option, parties' data will lock with license. You can run this data only on registered computer of that license. After using this option, no one can run that data if he or she has backup, even license file also. Next is run on defined hard disk. There are two choices in this option, only and with. If you set only, so it will run only on defined computer on registered network. And if you set with, so that means you can run software on defined unregistered computer except registered computer. And here you can define hard disk serial number on whatever system or computer you want to access data. After this, next is copy protection with this directory. As we have already taken an example of C&F. In C&F, we can define power and boundation of user. Let's understand this within another example. In C&F, if your data is protected with hard disk, so your user can easily access your data according to the authority you have given. Now suppose he copy your Marg folder from D drive to F drive, or he copy some files from database and restore it in Marg demo version. So in that case, he can easily manipulate your data without your permission. So to protect your data from these situations or mishappenings, here is another option, copy protection with this directory. If your user wants to copy your Marg folder from defined drive to another drive and wants to access your data, so with the help of this option, he or she cannot do that. So now let's see its demo, how it works. So first you will type here sure to confirm. Then now here you can see we have Marg folder in D drive. So we copy this folder and paste it in F drive. As you change the location of Marg folder, then you can see it opens the copy protection window. In the copy protection window, you can see it showing the message, this data can run only on registered directory. So we abort this window. After this, next option is run only on defined computers. This option is same as option number 2, means you can run company on defined computer of registered network. The difference between the both of the options is In the second option, you have to define hard disk serial number, and in the fourth option, you have to define computer name. Now, if you want to view hard disk serial number and computer name, for that first you will press escape key, then click on masters, Marg licensing, exception code for this system. And now here you can see the hard disk serial number and computer name. After this, next is master password. It means if data is locked and you want to open or maybe computer change, by these passwords you can open your data. Now here you can see you have two passwords, primary password and secondary password. For example, we type 12345 for primary password and 98765 for secondary password. By primary password option, you get the data without other cache and stock add and less. And by secondary password, you will recover all the data back. After this, next option is backup restore protection. And by this option, you can protect your data with password. And it has two different passwords, primary password and secondary password. By primary password, you recover your data without other cache and stock add and less. And by secondary password, you will recover all the data back. So now here we enter primary password test and secondary password test 1. After this, next option is change in. If you want to set this protection only for this company, so you will select only this. And if you want to set this for all companies, so you will select all companies. So now here from this list, we will select only this. And to confirm these settings, we will type sure. And after this, we will see how the master password and backup restore protection works. Now, as you can see in the sales book, here you have 4 bills. Similarly, here you can see, here you have stock issue. You can see here. So first of all, we take a financial year backup of company. And now here you will define your path. Suppose we select this backup folder and then click on OK button. Now we again open sales book. And now suppose here we delete the bill number 4. Similarly, we remove the bill from stock issue. Suppose from here we remove the bill number 5. And now you can see here it has removed the bill number 5. Now after this, we restore the backup of company. From here we select restore of financial year. Now from here you will select that folder where you have saved your backup. Now you can see here it asks restore password. Now suppose here if we restore our data from primary password, so it will not restore estimates backup. But if you restore your backup from secondary password, so it will get back all the data. So first of all, we type primary password here, which is test. Now click on override button. Then open sales book. And now you can see here it has been restored bill number 4. And if we check our estimates, then you can see it has not been restored estimate number 5 because we had recovered our data from primary password. But if we recover our data from secondary password, which is test 1, so you will see it has been restored estimate number 5. So in this way you have seen backup restore protection. So now let's see about master password. As you can see, we have saved our software in F drive. And we have also turned on the data directory. That means if we run our company to make changes, so you can see that it will not allow us to make changes. But if you want that it opens the lock, for that you will click on ignore button. Then click on yes button if you want to open lock through master password. Then here you will enter your primary password or secondary password. If you enter primary password, so you will get the data without other cache and stock add and less. And if you enter secondary password, so you will get all the data back. So now here we will enter primary password, which is 12345, and now you can see it is showing your copy protection securities deleted. So now you will click on OK button. Now if you check your estimates, then you can see it is showing no records found, means your estimates have not been recovered. But if you check your sales book, then you can see it has been recovered all of your sales book. Friends, till now you have seen how can we unlock data protection securities through master password. But in case if you forgot master password, so that you have another securities Marg code. As you can see that it opens copy protection window. But if you want that it opens the lock and runs your company data. For that you will click on ignore button, ignore for Marg code and abort for exit. So we click on ignore button. As you click on ignore, it opens another window and gets two options. If you want to open lock through master password, for that you will click on yes button. And if you want to open your lock through Marg code, for that you will click on no button. And about master password we have already discussed. And now we will know about Marg code. For that you will click on no button. As you click on no button, then you will get Marg code on registered mobile number, and through that code you can unlock your data. So friends, in this tutorial you have learned about copy protection. Thank you.